So me and Angie are out and about again. This is a local restaurant. It's called Sapore. It's Italian food. The owner here, it's a nice restaurant too, beautiful. The owner here has 4 different restaurants. 2 of them are in Madera where we live. And then one of them's in Redding and the other one's in Palo Alto, up north in Bay Area and then north of San Francisco. Again, a little more reminiscing. As some of you know, I was born in Madera, California, actually about a mile from here. The hospital I was born in is not there anymore. It was called Dearborn Hospital, named after the doctor who built the hospital, because my doctor at that time was named Dr. Dearborn. So I'm assuming that's what it was. If my mom was still alive, I'd ask her. Love you, Mom. Rest in peace. But it was a little hospital. Now it's a government building. But and across from there was a hamburger stand that everybody used to go to called Snow White Drive-In. Best hamburgers, best cheap, greasy food, but good. Tacos, hamburgers, all kinds of stuff. They had hot dogs and, burritos, corn dogs, all that stuff. We used to go to Snow White Drive-In, get a bunch of food, me and my brother, and then go to the drive-in and watch a movie. We'd eat all that during the first movie, and the intermission between the first movie and the second movie, we'd buy food there. We could eat. We'd get a whole pizza, we'd get more hamburgers, popcorn, sodas, fries, whatever. But all this area, as I mentioned in the last reminiscing video, several dogmen. So in this town there were at least 5. And at that time, back in that day, there was maybe 15,000 people in Madera. So there was myself, schoolboy, country boy, Cat and Company, John Craig, rest in peace, John. There was Shotgun Kennels, and then you have local people who just, some of them just rolled dogs, some did off the chain stuff, and a lot of people came to this area to show dogs or roll dogs. But just thinking about it, what dogs and dogmen were here. Now, I mentioned some last time, and I'll mention some other ones. I believe this was the area that Broad's Pirate, who was matched by Benny and lost to the Boozer Dog, was matched in this area. There was also, and I don't mean just in Madera, but I mean the surrounding area, within an hour's drive, north, south, east, or west. That badass female.
Everything delicious.
Had to take a bite, but a badass female named Teaser's Peaches was matched around here. She won 3 times. Beat the Becky female, who was by Camino. She was Wilkerson and Powell, I think, owned Becky. Rebecca, called her Becky. She beat Drop of the Hat Matt, and then she had one other win. I forget who it was, but she lost to Tony Z's Sadie, who was a white blood female, in over an hour. I matched that little Ronnie dog here for his win over Sads and Suds, 1 in 40 minutes. That was actually at my house at the time, in town. Where I lived, we'd bought a house on the street that I grew up on. My grandma lived on that street. We bought a house 2 doors down. And then where my parents lived, where I grew up also, was just down the block. Cat and Company lived about 2 blocks from me. He had several good dogs, including Grand Champion Jinx, who I mentioned before. The Sir Dog was a 2-time winner. He beat Loghead and I forgot his buddy's name at the time. And then he beat that team from LA. Um, I forget their name, but he beat a 2-time winner. Very good dog, an hour 25. He was actually bred by John Craig and Canton Company. Matched him. I think at least one of his matches was after John passed away. He's a very good dog. The little Ivan female. Jap, they had Jap, who was Ivan's littermate, and they were out of Bratz. Champion Ninja and PB's Blondie. Blondie was the dam to our champion Bill. He was the dam to champion Knucklehead. Great producer for not being bred that much. And Jap lost to champion Nikki. I lost to champion Nikki with Percy, and she also beat a champion female. I forget her name, but Nikki was a very good female, white female. Again, all that alien Goner stuff, and just a lot of good shows, tons of them. I'll keep reminiscing if you guys are interested, and thanks for watching. But I just want to, one of the things me and Angie like to do is go out and eat. Go to local restaurants, we go out of town, we travel. That's our thing, eat. So whoever's eating now or have dinner later or breakfast, whatever, enjoy your meal. We're enjoying ours. Thanks for your support.